Now, I know this video is late on the subject of Eugenia Cooney, especially with the latest positive news about her, which I will actually talk about later in the video, but I just want you guys to know my opinion about her in general, and especially about the reaction to her, because believe me, I have some things to say, and I'd rather get it all out there now for posterity rather than not. So let us begin. For those of you who have been living under a rock, Eugenia Cooney is an infamous YouTube vlogger known for her incredibly public and incredibly alarming physical decline due to anorexia or maybe some other kind of disorder. She started off as an underweight but nonetheless still relatively healthy young lady to somebody who literally looks like she came out of an Oxfam commercial. You know the look, the dilapidated, thin signs of a person who has been starving. And whenever she has made a video that has gone viral, she always looks progressively worse, which also creates more attention, positive and negative for her. On the one hand, we have those who are concerned for her and those who are not concerned, and those who, in my opinion, feign concern for her. Now, for those who are concerned, I have no issue with. I assume they have been long-time fans who are worried for her personal safety. Believe me, I have no doubts of your sincerity. Then there are those who are not concerned. There are those activists who seem to think her anorexia is perfectly fine, and then there are the trolls and those who are apathetic. To the trolls and to the activists, I say fuck you. Anorexia is something that should be treated and seen as positive, not celebrated. And the trolls are simply making a woman who is probably already mentally unstable even more so. Then there are the concerned trolls or the virtue signalers. These are the people who only seem concerned for her whenever she goes viral, but have never actually done anything to help her or other people with anorexia or other body disorders. They see that she's trending again and jump on the bandwagon to get views and whatever AdSense they might be able to get from making said video. These are people that I have no time for and are completely dishonest. They don't care about her. They care only for the views she creates. Notice how they only crawl out of the woodwork during these times, never make any other videos about her or try to do charity pushes or anything. Where do I fit in all of that? Probably none of them really. I share some concern for her, but truth be told, there's probably not much I can do, and to be honest, my criticism of some of those people can be seen as quite harsh. As like I said, there's probably nothing we on the internet can do that does not impinge on her freedoms in some way. Well, the decline is continuing, but unless she seeks help for herself or her friends in real life or her family help her, not much the internet or I can do about it. I have seen people like Zoe Does Life, a friend of the channel, amongst others, say that we should remove her social media forcibly as it is a negative influence and this can be one of the ways to help her. Now, Zoe is probably more qualified on medical matters than I, but I can't help but feel that this is probably not going to help. If she has issues in her personal life which makes socializing hard, or due to her physical issues she cannot go outside, then the internet is one of the only means of communication for her. As Styx said, if we remove this pipeline to the world, this could set her down on the path of ruin even quicker. If anyone should make the decision to remove her, it is Eugenia herself or maybe her family getting the authorities involved. That implies that she does have other means of communication if she does it herself, and that getting off of the internet to fix herself is the best option, which as we now know, she has decided to take. Honestly, this is the best thing because she seems to also have a therapist now, so she's at least aware of her condition these days and wants to fix it. I can only commend her and offer her good luck for the future. I also heard that people want to report her, basically report her to mental health authorities and make an intervention. That is a last resort and should not be coming from the internet from virtual strangers. It can only happen by her family and trained professionals. Regardless of what we see online on her channel, we should not be forcibly intervening in her life like that. We can only raise awareness, but that is the extent of it. The potential pitfalls are similar to forcibly removing her from social media and worse. Also, as we have now seen, she does have an outlet for treatment, so our concern could easily have created an unnecessary distraction and drama for her if it ended up becoming action. I even saw Mr. Epsilon say that her mother is forcing her to make videos to exploit her fame. At least he claimed to have digged into her and found this out in some way, but I've seen nothing since he posted that tweet. Firstly, since I have seen no evidence, tweets like that again will only serve to create drama and possibly even create an internet mob fueled by negative emotions to attack her mother. Also, as we have now seen, and yes, I know it's hindsight, but it's important to point this out, she actually does have the choice to make videos. Now, I'm sure my audience can point me to this evidence if it does exist, instantaneously, but still, from what I saw from Cooney herself, it's not the case at all. There we have it, that's my opinion. The most intervention we can do, if I can even call it that, is raising awareness online of the dangers and maybe her condition, so that on the off chance people close to her can help. But of course, as it is blatantly obvious how bad she is, I'm sure they already did and want to help her. We should not, as total strangers, be making more interventions, as we would only make the downward spiral even worse. If we don't want to report her and use the state or other services to forcibly help her, then only Eugenia has the power to help herself, which thankfully it appears as if she has done so. Anyway, it's been your boy, and I'll see you later.